ETV Sports presents Eagan High School Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, the Wildcats take on the Rosemount Irish.
Greetings from inside the Eagan Civic Arena for South Suburban Conference Hockey. The Eagan Wildcats hosting the Rosemount Irish. My name is Mike Cook. Happy to be with you here on ETV. So shout out to those of you watching us on the World Wide Web as you look at the South Suburban Conference standings. A potential huge game for the Rosemount Irish as they trail Eastview in the race for the conference lead. And Eastview has beaten Rosemount twice this year, so they're going to need a little help if they want to come up and claim that top spot. The Eagan Wildcats, been a struggle as of late, but they are 7-7-1 on this in conference play. Right now they're holding on to probably the number 4 spot in the sections, which would mean a home game. Probably on the 22nd of this month. Rosemount, probably the number 2 seed behind St. Thomas Academy will most likely get the 1, which either way, that would mean a home game at the Rosemount Community Center for the first time in many, many years for the Rosemount Irish. Eagan comes into this game. They've been struggling as of late. They got Whitewalkers just hammered the other night, 6-1 by Burnsville. Wildcats, 4-1 in their last 5. But it is senior night here at the Civic Arena, and you'll see that presentation later on in this broadcast. Rosemount, they have won 4 out of 5. They've outscored their opponents in that span by a 19-6 count. Beat Apple Valley a couple nights ago, 5-1 over at Apple Valley Sports Arena. Linderruth had the hat trick. Horsager had a couple for the Irish from Rosemount. Good crowd here tonight inside the Eagan Civic Arena, second to last regular season home game of the year for the Wildcats. Shakopee will be here on the night of the 13th before Eagan wraps things up next Saturday, the 17th at Apple Valley. It's a 2 o'clock start at the Apple Valley Sports Arena. And you got the fight song playing in the background. We've got the light show going. There's a lot of excitement here for this big one, District 196 rivalry game. And right now, let's throw down our public address announcer to meet the Irish and the Wildcats.
Irish and your Eagan Wildcats. And now for the starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Irish. At goalie, number 29, Ben Garrity. Defenseman, number 5, Mason Wheeler. Defenseman, number 24, Jake Ratzlaff. Forward, number 6, Jimmy Luzum. Forward number 20, Grant Horsager. Forward number 21, Colin Pomeroy. The Irish are coached by Rick Sainty. Assistant coaches Dan Ubel, Todd Carriage, Kyle Finn, and Rick Sainty Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rosemount Irish. And now, the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. At goalie, number 30, Brandon Toussaint. Defenseman, number 17, Jack Mason. His defensive partner, number 29, Isaac Kaluski. At forward, number 12, Cole Poplinski. At forward, number 22, Michael Beneke. And at forward, number 25, Drew Wilson. The Wildcats are coached by Mike Taylor, assistant coach Doug Watson. Tonight's officials are Mark Guy, Neil Missling, and Mike Hohenwald. Athletic personnel from Twin Cities Orthopedics is Ann Swangberg. And tonight's timer and scorekeeper, Eagan High School's own Eric Dooley. At this time, we ask that you remain standing, remove your caps, and face the flag as we honor America with our national anthem, sung tonight by Matt Anderson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed
Anderson with our national anthem as we get set for this big one. It's a couple of teams that are ranked in the top 20 in the latest Let's Play Hockey rankings. Rosemount is at 17, the Cats in at 19. Also among conference foes, Eastview is up to 14, Lakeville North is 18. And for those of you looking into section play, St. Thomas, they're at number 4 right now. As you look at Garrity, the goaltender tonight for the Rosemount Irish, Ben Garrity on the year. Done the bulk of the work. He's got a 156 goals against average and a 941 save percentage. Garrity, he seems like he's been around Rosemount for a long time, and he is finally a senior, and he's a tough one to beat. On the other end, the senior Brandon Toussaint between the pipes tonight for the Eagan Wildcats. Again, Toussaint also a workhorse this year for the Wildcats. He's got a 228 goals against average, a 911 save percentage. Also 3 shutouts this year for the Wildcats senior, who was honored before the game, along with defenseman Isaac Kaluski and forward Cole Poplinski, the 3 seniors on this Wildcat squad. So up top, it's going to be Wilson, Drew Wilson, 25 for the Wildcats, bottom of your screen. He'll be starting off at left wing, Michael Beneke, the center. Cole Poplinski over on the right side. Rosemount up front, they're going to counter with a line of Jimmy Lewsom, number 6, 20 Grant Horsager, and 21 Colin Pomeroy. And we are underway here inside the Eagan Civic Arena for the District 196 battle of the Irish and the Wildcats. Rosemount, quick shot and a quick glove there by Toussaint. Mentioned a thrilling JV game right before this one. Wildcats rally late in the third, down 2-0. Win it 3-2 in overtime. Ethan Gugino with a shot from the circle. Roofed it home, and the Cats rallied for that 3-2 JV win. Shot knocked down on the way through for the Wildcats. Here comes Drew Wilson. He'll just dump it in. We're going to keep an eye on Wilson today. He kind of got hurt last time out against Burnsville. Might have a little bit of a knee issue, we heard. We'll definitely keep an eye on Drew Wilson. I guess he was limping a little at practice yesterday, from what I understand. But he's number 25 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are going to keep that one in. They do. There's big Isaac Kaluski. And Garrity, he's going out. Thought he was going to hang out to it. He'll just dump it behind Rosemount. Looking to bring things out high off the glass near side. That was Pomeroy they were trying to get it up to. Cats do need to tag up, as a Horsager got knocked down at the blue line. Cats going to make a change behind the play. And Rosemount looking to bring something out of their zone, but not going to happen. Was hustling in for the Wildcats. I believe that's Sherrick coming through for the Wildcats. There's Sherrick, number 16. He's out there with, that's Bergen back at the point. The Eagan's going to have to tag up. Cullen Meyer, 37, out there with Sherrick. And I believe Johnny Myers will complete that trio up front, and he does. Rosemount looking to get something going in with their second line. That shot goes way wide. Jackson Sabo into the corner for the Irish, along with Bergen for your Wildcats. Cullen Meyer, 37, just behind Myers, but it's going to be Sherrick, far side. Sherrick and Myers, maybe the 2 fastest guys on this Wildcat squad. Minute and a half gone by. We're scoreless inside the Civic Arena as Mason dumped it in deep for the Wildcats. Rosemount's going to regroup over there. Max Carter, he's a junior defenseman for the Rosemount Irish. He wears sweater number 2. Coming down far side, Eagan trying to get something going. There's Henry Reif coming off. Reif's had been on a tear lately. He had the lone goal last time out against Burnsville. He's out there with 9. Cole Gibson, 19 is William Randall. 2 minutes gone by. We're scoreless. Rosemount looking to bring it out. I almost said Burnsville. That was our last broadcast. Myers high off the glass. And Rosemount to control through center. Far side, here comes number 12 hustling, and that's Sabo trying to get something going there for the Irish. Tyler Leonard, who 34, one to keep an eye on as well for Rosemount when it comes to scoring. He had the hat trick last time out in that win over Apple Valley a couple nights ago, and there's an opportunity in front for him, and couldn't quite connect that time as Toussaint got in the way of that one. Got some defensive help as well. All the way down should be our first icing of the hockey game, and indeed it is. The 2:32 gone by in this one. Garrity's got 1 save thus far. 2 shots for the Irish. You look at head coach Mike Taylor. Doug Watson on his left. Mike Thomas is over on the bench. There he is, squeaking on the right side of your screen. Taylor, 15th year as the head man for the Wildcats. Rick Sainty in charge of the Rosemount Irish, who have, I think I count 7 people on their bench that are not wearing sweaters today. A lot of people there for Rosemount. I'm sure we got a couple of student managers in there, and some assistant coaches, and we're going to have a face-off back in the Wildcat zone. As you look at there, you look at Rosemount there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people there on the Rosemount bench. I don't think we've seen that many at all this year by an opponent here inside the Civic Arena. Eagan wins that draw. Kaluski looks to get something going, tries to get it all up ahead to Wilson. Wilson right at the Rosemount blue. He's going to battle into the corner down low with Mason Campbell, the sophomore defender for the Irish. Campbell and Wilson are going to battle back into that corner. Campbell tries to fire it around. Does. Coming up near side is number 18, Weissmiller. Weissmiller played a little JV earlier too. Pressure there by the Wildcats. Johnny Myers, the sophomore, where's number 7. Leave it behind. Can Cullen Meyer get in there? 37. And Rosemount, are they able to clear it out? No, kept in Kaluski. Yes, he does. And now Rosemount actually able to bring it out as Kaluski will just dump it back in. Cats will be forced to tag. And they do. There's Sherrick in deep. I thought he might have got in just a hair early. Opportunity, Sherrick, Meyer. There's a shot coming from way out. Never got through to Garrity. Knocked down in front, all the way down. Should be an ice against the Irish. And there is our whistle. Good start thus far for the Wildcats. 3:43 into this one. Said shots are 2 apiece. Good look at Nick Sherrick, one of the wearing the A for the Wildcats. He and Kaluski. Keegan Johnson, number 24, is the captain on this year's squad. Moves off to the left of Garrity. Early stages on this one. Again, Garrity, another shot coming through. Had a good look at that one. Easy save for the Rosemount senior. Here come the Irish the other way. They've got their top line out there right now. It's Horsager trying to get it deep. Here's Pomeroy. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a... Should we have our first... Going to be an ice. Yeah, we'll be an icing on the Rosemount Irish. So Cats making up a little bit of a change behind the play. Here's looking Cole Gibson, number 9, for your Eagan Wildcats. Cole on the year, 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. Had a couple of goals early in the year. Big goals early. By the way, Cole's favorite movie is The Mighty Ducks. Pinewood, actually went to Woodland Elementary, check that. Rosemount trying to keep it in with Carter. Steered aside there by Toussaint, where Mason will pick it up for the Wildcats. He's watched over there by Luzin for the Rosemount Irish, number 6. And a quick in front, big save there. Toussaint early off the Campbell, I think that was with the opportunity. Or check that, that was 20 Horsager for the Rosemount Irish with the opportunity. 20, not 10. Rosemount trying to get a long outlet to Pomeroy, and that's going to get past him, but not nearly enough for an ice. Meakin for Eagan brings it out. Here's Poplinski. He's got Wilson down the middle. Cole Poplinski, the senior, tries to wheel through. Garrity kicks that one aside as Wilson stays with it. Beneke out there as well, number 22 for the Wildcats. High up into the air off the stick of Meakin. And here comes Rosemount the other way. Stopping, pivoting, trying to get the puck going as well. That's Jake Ratzloff. He's just a freshman for the Rosemount Irish, number 24. Keep an eye on 24, and we've got ourselves a souvenir. With just over 5 minutes gone by in this one. Big crowd tonight, or this afternoon I should say, inside the Eagan Civic Arena. The fans, they know how big this rivalry is and how big of a game this could potentially be in terms of sections. I think if Eagan were to pull this one off, that would just about solidify, I would think, a home game when section play starts on the 22nd. Second round will be the 24th over at the Inver Grove Veterans Memorial Arena, Community Center, whatever they call that place. Speaking of that, the Eagan girls, by the way, congratulations. They won their semifinal over on that ice today. And Rosemount with an opportunity there. Eagan girls with a 2-0 win over Eastridge. They will play for the section title 7 p.m. on Valentine's Day against the winner of Apple Valley and Eastview. The second semifinal happening over there on the Inver Grove ice. So Valentine's Day night, head over to the Inver Grove Arena. Section hockey for the girls hockey team. Taylor Anderson and Jen Ruiz with goals today for the Wildcats. Here comes Eagan the other way. Myers tries to get it ahead, too far for Sherrick. Nope, no icing going to be called. And here comes Rosemount, full ahead of steam coming out. Leading the way was Luzin, number 6, I should say. Garrity will stop that behind the net. Aggressive forecheck, Henry Reif in there. Long shot, Kaluski right on. Garrity has left a juicy rebound in front, but nobody there wearing white. And here comes Rosemount the other way. That time it was Mason Wheeler leading the rush. Quick shot, Toussaint save, and he hangs on, and we've we've got a little Rife and his man over there, Linneworth, just exchanging hellos. We know when these teams get together, we've seen some physical play. And here's to take a look at that last play. Watch Rife going to number 11 in white. Sitting there with 34 in blue, that's Linneworth. A little bit of a headlock, just announcing his presence. Speaking of playoffs, remember these teams last year, a section game here. Eagan Johnson with a goal in overtime, a thrilling win for the Eagan Wildcats in the first round of sections last year. 10.5 to go here, opening period. We're scoreless on ETV. Shots are 4 apiece. Up and down flow thus far for the fast skating Wildcats, and Rosemount showing some good speed as well. And we've got, I believe, another ice this time. Penalty free thus far. Face-off will be back to the right of Ben Garrity. Number 9, Cole Gibson for the Wildcats. There is number 28 for the Wildcats, Parker Swanson. Swanson out there, Pearson as well. Ethan Pearson, 21. Pearson going to take the draw. He and Swanson played a between JV and Varsity this year. It's actually been pretty common among the Wildcats. Kind of a group of about 10 guys that are, you play some JV, you play some Varsity. And here comes Horside a long way. Turn, shot, quick shot, that one just wide of Tucson. That was Luzum with the shot. So we're inside 10 to go here, opening period. Jimmy Luzum, the opportunity there for the Irish. Dump it back in, Tucson watches that one. He actually lost his stick in the process. He will get it back, but he kicked it aside, no harm on that play. And we've got a whistle, we've got a face-off. It's gonna be in the Rosemount zone. I think it was a hand pass, they're gonna say, by Carter. Looks like Carter, one of the captains on this Rosemount squad, along with Jimmy Luzum, Jackson Sable, and Grant Horsager. We get a cheer here. We got to pitch it out to the girls' hockey score. Not much of a cheer in the Civic Arena for the girls' score. Hopefully a lot of these fans will make it over to Denver Grove Heights. We said Valentine's night, 7 o'clock. For the girls, trying to make their way down to the X for the first time, I believe, since 2013. Drew Wilson dumps it into the zone here as the boys' game plays on. Here's Poplinski. Rosemount going to bring it out the other way, 2-on-2 if they hurry. Long shot all the way out to Tucson. Kind of fooled him a little bit there. That was off the shot of number 12, Sabo. Hustling in there for the Irish was Kennefic. Yeah, the puck's never going to make it down. They were going to call icing had it got there. Not going to happen, so we play on. Off the skate of Myers up in the glass. Johnny gets it back. Tries to get it to Sherrick. Sherrick, number 16 for the Wildcats. He's battling hard behind the boards, looking for some help. Finally gets the puck in front. Myers couldn't quite get there in time. It was poked away by Wheeler of Rosemount. Some good hitting so far today. Here comes number 8 for the Irish. That's Kennefic. Tries to get around Kaluski. Kennefic stays with it, but he's picked up that time. Kaluski also back to get the puck for the Eagan Wildcats. Cats looking to bring it out the other way. Sherrick all the way down, long shot on, and they'll change everybody up today behind the play for Coach Taylor's squad. Try to get the long outlet. Dolney tips that one in for Rosemount. Might have done him a favor there. Mason fanned on the turnaround as he's watched by Linneruth. Here comes Keegan Johnson, the Wildcats' leading scorer. 8 goals, 29 assists on the year. Number 24 in white. Rosemount's 6'5" shot advantage as we're past the halfway point of this opening period here on ETV. Rosemount, the captain, long shot. That went off the stick. Kind of popped up into the air off of Dolney. And that was Horsager with the attempt. And we send it out as the flow up and down continues. Neither team really been able to set up a whole lot in the other zone on a consistent basis. Cats opportunity, Garrity there, and he hangs onto the puck. Got that between the pads and hung on. Look at William Randall, number 19 for the Eagan Wildcats. Randall kind of played up and down all over this year. Woodland Elementary, Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan is his favorite movie. Other than hockey, he likes to play basketball. This draw there is going to be just poked in by Poplinski around the end boards. Both unable to pick it up though in that far corner, but can they get it out? They cannot momentarily. Man, kept it nicely on the leap there by Poplinski. He has Beneke with him. And puck scored out. Mason dumps it back in. Cats forced to tag. Rosemount waiting for everybody to get set. They're going to try and bring it off the near boards. Tried to get it up to Pomeroy. Mason with the intercept. And Cats once again forced to tag up, and they are actually going to be offsides. As I believe it was Mason, or not Mason coming out, but it was 22 Beneke got in just before Poplinski got out. Faceoff will be right in front of the Rosemount Irish bench. With 7:18 to go in the first. Coach Taylor giving some instructions. There we go. Some of the Eagan JVers. As we said, they won a 3-2 thriller here earlier today on this ice. Down 2-0 with about 5 minutes to go. Got the final two and got two within about a minute of each other and then finished it off in overtime. Derek Anzella coming in and getting the win. Poked ahead by the Irish. Nobody there wearing blue, however. And Cats going to bounce it off the glass and out. Nobody there, however, wearing white. So they'll try once again. This time it's Rosemount looking to bring it in. Irish going to send it in deep. And ringing around the boards. Will they keep it in far side? No. Gibson opportunity. There's Swanson. Swanson in the circle. They go to the backhand. Garrity with the save. Nice opportunity there for Parker Swanson. For 28 for the Wildcats. Parker's got 2 goals, 3 assists on this season. Looking to make number 3 right there as we take a look once again. Pretty easy save there by Garrity, but a good job by the Rosemount defender back there, number 24, Ratzlaff. 6:39 to go. We're scoreless. The Irish, the Wildcats. Here on ATV, your home for Wildcat Sports. Especially a little shout out to those of you watching us live on Channel 20 today. We appreciate your viewership here on a Saturday afternoon. Quick shot, Toussaint steers that one aside. Ratzlaff in deep for the Irish. He'll get it. Is he going to get it back? He will here at the half wall. Little shot. He's trying to go far side, a little far and wide. However, puck all the way back out. And Irish are going to regroup as Ratzlaff gets it back. That went off the skate. That was Meyer. He's hurt right now, 37 in white. Litteruth in front. Opportunity. Rebound is there. Toussaint helps kick that one aside. Keep an eye on 37 in white. He's hurting right now, and I think it's an ankle. It's in that circle. Hard to make a change at this point. Rosemount opportunities. Yeah, now he'll get the chance to head off as Toussaint with the big save. Owen Meyer, 37. You see him skating off. Not a lot of pressure on that right foot. Took a shot right at the blue line. Watch coming in this time. This is going to be Ratzlaff here at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, just kind of hit him where there's not a lot of padding, it looks like. Keegan Johnson on the draw for the Wildcats. Sable for the Rosemount Irish. Just going to dump it in deep. Mason around. Here's Henry Wright, far side. Can he get it out? They cannot as he battles one-on-one in front of the Wildcat bench. Rosemount a little bit more pressure here in the last few minutes. Didn't quite keep that one in and dumped all the way down. Should be an icing off the stick of Randall. Mentioned Rosemount Irish. They've got 3 home games remaining all at the community center for those of you watching us. Rooting for the blue and yellow. Lakeville North on Tuesday. Holy Angels next Thursday. And they finish it up with Farmington. All 7 o'clock starts at the Rosemount Community Center. Jonah Mickle, good to see Jonah back on the ice for the Wildcats, number 13. And he's going to be on ice that time. Yes, it is. Probably first shift of the game for Mickle, who's kind of had an injury-plagued season right now for the Wildcats. The junior defender, Henry Wright, sophomore forward for the Wildcats. We said Henry on the year, he got one the other night. He's up to 4 goals, 4 assists on the 2017-18 campaign. Irish long shot never got through. Near the corner, that's going to be number 20, Horsager. Grant Horsager, the senior forward. Horsager looking for some help. He's just going to send it in deep. I thought maybe Campbell was going to chase it deep. He did not. Stays back at the point. And Horsager is going to go in deep for the Irish. 20. Will he pass it back to 10? Campbell, he is going to stay 1-on-2. Campbell's actually going to pinch in. Try to help out right in front of the students section inside Wildcat country. And skating away, Keegan Johnson with it. He sends it around the near side boards. Can Randall get it out? No, kept in. Campbell, long shot. That got stopped on the way through. The puck is loose. Toussaint is there. And the puck squirts out of harm's way into the circle. Pomeroy for Rosemount tried to get something going, but tipped out by Randall. The Cats are changing up 4 behind the play. Irish long shot, and Toussaint hanging on off the shot of Ebner. Wyatt Ebner, the Rosemount defenseman, had a good look coming in. Ebner looking for his first goal of the year. He does have an assist for Rosemount. But Toussaint standing strong for the Eagan Wildcats. That Toussaint been the workhorse between the pipes this year. 228 on the goals against and 911 on the save percentage. And 3 shutouts. Mason trying to bring things in for the, or Proplinski checked that for the Wildcats. And Bergham's gonna stop, turn, Cats up through center. Just off the stick of Beneke, he'll regroup right at center. Dump it in. Trying the Rosemount gonna get it out. This is gonna be, actually they're gonna be forced to regroup in their own zone. We'll send it back near side in front of the Rosemount fans. This is Carter wheeling for the Irish, number 2. Carter continues to wheel through. He lost the puck on a good play by Drew Wilson of the Wildcats. 25 for Rosemount, dumps it all the way in. That's Garrett Horsager, a sophomore defenseman, I should say. Drew Wilson for the Wildcats. Spins away from Carter. Cats are going to go 2-on-2. Here's Ethan Pearson. Pearson, he's got Gibson with him. Gibson's going to continue. Leave it for Gibson. Gibson 1-on-2 gets knocked down for his efforts back there. Wheeler with the check. Off and Tony in front, nothing there. Long shot. Never got through. Rosemount 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-2 if they hurry down, but they lose the puck on a good defensive play by Gibson for the Wildcats. 3:19 to go. We're scoreless here on ETV. South Suburban Conference Hockey. It's the 17th ranked Rosemount Irish, the 19th ranked Eagan Wildcats. Pitching in is Johnny Myers. He gets a big hit right in front of the Rosemount fans. Puck comes all the way down. No icing on that one. Rosemount's going to change up all 5. Eagan looking for a long outlet pass to Myers. He tips it in. Good to see Colin Meyer back out there, 37 for the Wildcats. Looks to be okay. Taking that shot off the foot or the ankle. Back in for Rosemount. There is some speed on this Irish squad as well. Speaking of speed, there's Myers. Trying to get it ahead. Meyer and Sherrick, and faceoff's going to come back in the Wildcat zone. Looks like they're going to call a hand pass, I believe. 10-7 shots on goal right now in favor of the Rosemount Irish. The faceoff will be to the left of Brandon Toussaint. It's going to be Johnny Myers on the draw for the Wildcats. And I believe Grant Horsager will step in for Rosemount as St. Lee's got their top line out there for the Irish. Long shot out from way out. That hit, I think, might hit his own man coming through. That was, I believe, Palmer or Horsager got hit on that shot by 24 Ratzlaff. And here's Ratzlaff, watched by Meyer deep. He leaves it behind for his teammate. A long cross ice pass, trying to get it ahead to Pomeroy. On Pomeroy off him, that goes off the side of the cage. And we'll bring it back to the Rosemount end for a face-off. Nick Sherrick there for your Eagan Wildcats. Keegan Johnson, the top scorer. He's got it at 8-29 for 37. Sherrick, 16 goals, 17 assists. He's got 33 points. For 7, Johnny Myers, third on the team with 24 points, 13 of which are goals. Just noticing, first period's been very kind to Rosemount this year. They've outscored their opponents 30-7. And Toussaint with the glove save there. 30-7 Rosemount in the first period of games this year, and the Wildcats doing a good job of thwarting the Irish at this point. Well, they've given up a dozen shots. Nothing's gotten by Toussaint. First period, Eagan's outscored its opponents 25-21. So take a look at the little shoving there behind the play. Eagan's turned it on in the second, third, outscoring their opponents 29-17 and 24-9 respectively. Rosemount has 10 goal advantages in both the second and third periods of its games this year. Top line still out there for the Irish. Horsager on the draw, Pomeroy and Luxem out there as well. Or lose them, I should say. Number 6. Carter banks it off the boards. Bergham's going to dump it in for the Eagan Wildcats. Inside 2 to go, opening period. Long outlet pass. Here's Horsager opportunity. And not going to happen as he's taken down Sherrick, I believe, on the back check. And Horsager scores. The puck does not. Horsager looking for a call. Take a look at that once again coming in. Yeah, just a nice stick there. by the Eagan defender. Like I said, I believe that was Sherrick, but I can't tell for sure. Good hustle back though by the Eagan D. 1:45 to go. Scoreless we remain inside the Civic Arena. Face-off going to come outside the Wildcat zone. Coach Taylor checking the book there, keeping notes. Taylor probably also keeping an eye on that girls game over at Denver Grove. I think his daughter plays for Apple Valley. They're playing Eastview right now in that section semi. There's Mason for the Wildcats. Trying to get it ahead. Dangerous pass that was intercepted briefly, but it's coming away with the other Wildcats. Cullenmeyer with the opportunity. It's deflected wide out by Ratzloff. Opportunity down in front. Myers from the left side looking to get it across. I think he's trying to hit Sherrick, who gives an elbow to his defenseman, Horsager. That might have been a little carryover from last time down the ice. Sherrick's going to come in for the Wildcats. Meyer with him. Too high for Sherrick, too high for the Rosemount player. But Rosemount actually is going to come away with it, lose him ahead. Taking away Johnny Myers with 1:09 to go in this scoreless opening period. Entertaining hockey here, South Suburban Conference play today. And Rosemount way offsides that time. Luzum got it in well before Horsager could get out. Here's Nick Sherrick for the Wildcats, as we said. He's done a little bit of everything this year for the Wildcats. Pinewood Community School he went to. The Longest Ride is his favorite movie, and Mitch Marner is his favorite hockey player. 1 minute, inside a minute to go in this one opening period on ATV. We remain scoreless. Aggressive play there by William Randall trying to get in, but Wheeler takes it away for the Irish. Here comes Rosemount the other side. That's Kennefic with an opportunity bringing it in. And it does squirt all the way back into the Rosemount zone, and we have another icing. Hey, just a few of those this period. That's really been about the only disruption thus far. We are penalty free. 13-7 shots in favor of the Rosemount Irish. JV game also had nothing in the first period. No penalties, no scoring. And that turned into an overtime thriller. Foreshadowing? Maybe. Rosemount's going to dump that one in. They're behind the net. That's 12, Sabo. Something set up here on the right side are the Irish. Can they get something set up? They're going to leave it, dump it in. And Wheeler, I think, was trying to come in on that play for Rosemount. Too far for Randall, and the faceoff's going to come right back in the Wildcat zone on an obvious ice there. 21 to go. As our camera moves a little bit there on the clock, somebody just bumped it. Huge crowd here in the Civic Arena tonight. There's some kids that are standing down in the corner where that clock is. Might have bumped it a little bit. No big deal. Def Leppard cranking over the PA here, keeping people fired up. Big concert in Target Field this year. Def Leppard and Journey I saw. Should be a heck of a show. Off the glass and out. Hustling down, Sherrick for the Wildcats. Can they get something here in the final 10 seconds? Meyer tries to get it to Myers in front. Meyer gets knocked down. Sherrick finishes his check. And we're going to head to the locker rooms. A scoreless hockey game, entertaining to say the least. Rosemount 13 shots on goal. The Eagan Wildcats had 7. Look at that last opportunity. There's the best chance potentially for Rosemount. That was Horsager taken down late in the period on the potential breakaway. Wildcats going to head to their locker room down to the right. They'll get some words from head coach Mike Taylor. Rosemount heads off the other side. Rick Sainty going to have some words for his squad. And just look at the Wildcats head to their locker room. We mentioned it is indeed senior night here in Wildcat country. And before the game, we had a ceremony to celebrate the careers of 3 Eagan Wildcat hockey players. Let's take you to that ceremony that happened just before this hockey game.
High School Boys Hockey Senior Night, Class of 2018. Forward, number 12, Cole Pepsi Poplinski. Parents, Dawn and Tammy. His sisters are Brooke and Paige. Cole's postgraduate plans are to major in business at the University of Nebraska, Purdue, or NDSU. His most memorable youth hockey moment was at the Bantam AA Hutchinson tourney when he and BT met a girls' hockey team at McDonald's after the game. Later, they snuck out with them to hang out and got in trouble with their parents because they were 3 years older. Then the girls fell in love with Cole and BT's charming personalities and came to watch them win in the championship game the next day. Cole's most memorable high school hockey moment was playing the guitar on his stick in front of the Farmington band after scoring to tie the game 3-3. Cole's pregame pump-up song is Let You Down, and his advice to teammates is work hard and enjoy your time playing high school hockey because time flies. Cole's thank you is, I would like to thank my family for getting me into hockey and buying me the endless amounts of sticks that I break. I would also like to thank my coaches and teammates for pushing me to be the best I can be and always keeping me positive along the way. Number 12, Cole Poplinski. Defense, and assistant captain, number 29, Isaac Kaluski. Isaac's parents are Lisa and Kevin Kaluski. His brothers are Josh and Garrett, and sister Olivia. Isaac's postgraduate plans are to play junior hockey or attend college. His most memorable youth hockey moment was my second year of Bantams almost beating Edina in the regional tournament. My most memorable high school moment was beating Rosemount in overtime during playoffs in my junior year. My pregame pump-up song is Feed the Wolf by Breaking Benjamin. His advice to teammates, come with an unbeatable mentality to every practice and every game. Isaac would like to thank mainly my mom, who has done anything to help me succeed every day and in any aspect of my life. I would also like to thank my coach Euro for giving me the motivation to get where I am today as a hockey player and a person. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends, coaches, and family for the consistent support on my journey through my career. Number 29, Isaac Kaluski. Goalie, number 30, Brandon B.T. Toussaint. Brandon's postgraduate plans is to attend Iowa State University. His most memorable youth hockey moments were playing knee hockey at away tournaments. His most memorable high school hockey moment was winning the Showdown in B-Town Burnsville tournament this past summer in a shootout. His pregame pump-up song is Anything by Ed Sheeran. His advice to teammates is be sure to take it all in and appreciate the moments in hockey because it goes by fast. Brandon would like to thank my family, coaches, and teammates for all the support they have given me throughout the years and pushing me to be the best hockey player I can be. Number 30, Brandon Toussaint. Let's give a hand to all of our seniors and their families on Senior Day 2018.
And there you look at our three seniors for the Wildcats: Cole Poplinski, Isaac Kaluski, Brandon Toussaint, honored before tonight's hockey game. Where after one period, it's the Rosemount Irish nothing, the Eagan Wildcats nothing. You're watching South Suburban Conference Hockey right here on ETV. Welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena as the Wildcats take the ice. So we get set for second period action here on ETV. It was a scoreless first. No shots, or shots on goal, 13-7. There we go, in favor of the Rosemount Irish. Power plays, nothing to speak of. Again, scoring chances, face-offs won. Shows you how close of a game this one has been. Mike Cook back with you here for second period action. As we said, no power play opportunities. That means there were no penalties. And there's something I was going to bring up. You look at the scoring. Rosemount dominant in that first period this year. They had outscored their opponents. It was 30-7 overall. And then the kind of Wildcats seemed to take over here in the second and third periods. Wildcats 29-17 and 24-9 over their opponents in the second and third. Rosemount has 10 goal advantages in each period. So a couple of good hockey teams continuing to go at it. As we said, a potential, maybe a section semifinal preview. There's your goals against. And there's your numbers, goals against per game. Actually, that was the best goals against there for Rosemount. Eagan is actually third at 218. Lower the number, the better you are. But yeah, goal scoring, they're both there, right there in that 3-6 area. So the Wildcats and the Irish neck and neck. This was a 3-2 game, I believe, down at the Rosemount Arena when these teams met back on January 9th. Check that, it was 4-3. Bottom line is it was, I believe, 2-2 after one, 3-3 after two, and then Rosemount got one in the third to skate away with that victory over Mike Taylor's squad. And Rosemount's going to be moving right to left here in this period. Cats are going to go left to right. Same line's going to start out for both teams. That would be Wilson, Beneke, Poplinski for the Wildcats. And for the Irish, that would be 6, 20, and 21. Jimmy Lou's, Grant Horsager, Colin Pomeroy. As we are underway, second period from the Civic Arena. Mentioned the sections. Right now, if the sections were to start today, Rosemount would be third. Wildcats would be fourth. St. Thomas 1, Eastview 2. Eastview and Rosemount currently tied atop the South Suburban Conference standings. However, Eastview does have a pair of wins over the Rosemount Irish. And Toussaint hangs on early for that quick save. 28 seconds into this one. Okay, there's look at Toussaint there, number 34, your Eagan Wildcats. One of three seniors you saw honored between periods. He, along with Isaac Kaluski, the big defenseman, 29 and 12. Cole Poplinski as well. It's like a slow change that time for the Wildcats. Rosemount changing them up as well. Jason Sabo now at center. Colin Kennefick on the right wing. And 34, Tyler Linneruth, left wing for the Rosemount Irish. They've got 5 and 2 back at the points. That's Mason Wheeler and Max Carter. Cats counter with Myers, Sherrick up front. And then we've got another quick whistle with a save by Toussaint. Meyer up front as well for the Wildcats. 37, looks like he's doing fine. He got hit in that foot by the puck in that first period. Looked like he was hurting quite a bit, but everything looks to be okay right now for Cullen, the junior forward. Face off to the left of Toussaint. Early stages here, period 2. Irish will keep it in, long shot from Carter. That went just wide. I don't think Toussaint saw that till the last second. Actually, way out at that time is 24. That was Jake Retzloff. Actually, I think he took the shot last time as well as he came on the ice for Carter. Retzloff, 24. He's just a freshman. He gets 7 there. Myers, he's a sophomore for the Eagan Wildcats. A couple of players each team can look forward to in the next few years. Big hit behind the play. We have no penalties this game. There has been a couple of physical pleasantries exchanged, shall we say. See if these guys can keep it clean here in the second and the third. As you said, we had a JV thriller right before this one. They went 3-2 in overtime. As you said, that could have been a foreshadow as Toussaint with another save. Kicks that one aside. Rosemount controls behind the net, looking to get it in front. It's 34 and deep. Linneruth, he had the hat trick last time out for the Irish in that win over Apple Valley. He had 3. Horsager had 2 in that 5-1 win a couple nights ago. Rife, he had the lone goal for the Wildcats. He tried to backhand it across. The Wildcats lost 6-1 to Burnsville on this surface about 40 hours ago. Randall pokes it out for Eagan, hustling down Keegan Johnson, the Wildcat captain. And let's get out of harm's way quickly by Jago for the Rosemount Irish. Number 26, that was Carter. Yeah, Jago, check that. Griffin, the senior defenseman, number 26. Jonah Mikla for the Wildcats. Good to see him back on the ice. Might be just his second shift of the hockey game. got a big shot if he gets a chance to unleash it. Indeed, Parker Swanson tries to center it in front, trying to find Gibson in front. Confusion by the Wildcats, and they're going to get a too many men. I believe that'll be the first infraction of the game. There were 3 guys there for the Wildcats right at the bench. Although the referees are conferring, I would think the Cats are going to get a too many men here, and they indeed are. The time of this one will be 2:24. That was just a tough play. You're right in the middle of a change. Puck squirts right over there. Bottom line, power play for the Rosemount Irish, who this year on the power play, 23.5 on their power play percentage. Not bad. Wildcats, 85.9 on the PK. 21, Ethan Pearson will sit for the Wildcats on the bench penalty. And let's see if Rosemount can get the first dent on the scoreboard on this power play. Ratzloff's going to play catch back there with Wheeler. Long shot never came through. Rosemount near side. Horsager. Long shot. Ratzloff. Nope. He's going to try to get to Horsager coming in from the left circle. Dolny takes his man out behind the play and getting it back. Horsager looked to get a shot. Dolny got down on that one to stop it on its way through. Up top, you got Sherrick for the Wildcats, 16. Tried to get low. They tried to find, it was a Kennefic coming in, I believe. Rosemount controlling the puck here on this power play. Sending it down low out front. Trying to get to Linnerud, who's shot. And the net is off all the way out. Ed. Looking down at Grant Horsager, he put his hands to his head. Rosemount was that close to putting one on the board. There's Toussaint. They didn't know where that puck was. Scored it just free. As you saw, number 5, Wheeler trying to come in and poke the puck past Toussaint. And yeah, the referees did signal outside the zone for the faceoff as everybody does start to move. 1:17 to go in the power play for the Irish. They nearly broke this scoreless tie. Rosemount has all 4 shots so far this period. Rosemount pretty much going to keep their power play unit out there. Here's Wheeler. He'll spin and move right in front of the Wildcat bench, especially right in front of Pearson, who's sitting in the box for the Wildcats on that bench minor for too many men. 2-on-2 back behind the cage. Rosemount going to get something set up. They do. Horsager back at the point. They're going to send it down low, trying to get it in front. And that was Wheeler. The one-timer couldn't quite connect. Nice feed there by the Irish. Down to 42 in the power play for Rosemount. Spent a lot of it in the Eagan zone. Quick shot, Ratzloff. That was blocked down in front. That one's going to hurt a little bit. That was on the block. I'm trying to see who that is. Poplinski for the Wildcats, number 12. He's out there with Meekin right now. Poplinski didn't show no ill effects of blocking that shot. Wheeler in deep for the Irish. He'll get it back over at the half wall. Jason Wheeler, the sophomore. And they're going to send it down low, trying to circle around Horsager from the left dot. No, nothing there. This time it's going to be Kennefic down low. Kennefic. No, kicked out. Not out all the way, however. Horsager, quick shot, and that tried to go short side on Toussaint. Nothing doing there. Wildcats back at full strength. Shot all the way down. It was before the penalty expired, so we do play on no icing. Good opportunities there for Rosemount, but just couldn't put it behind Toussaint. That's senior netminder on senior day. That's off for the Irish. He's been out, I think he was out there the entire power play, number 24. We'll see if he heads to the bench as Rosemount tries to get it out of their own zone. Horsager, 20. He was out there as well. Yeah, Ratzloff, he's signaled to the bench. He goes off for Rosemount. Pomeroy keeps it in for the Irish. This is number 12, Sabo down deep. Watch by Poplinski. Or check that, Jack Mason on the defense there. Toussaint watches that one go wide. Mason behind for the Wildcats. They're looking to get something out of their own zone this time. Rosemount doing a really good job of keeping things in at the blue line. When the Cats get something going this time, they're going to give it a shot. Here comes Sherrick. He's got Meyer with him. Meyer is going to shoot hard in the corner where Johnny Myers will take the rebound. Quick shot. That never got through. A long shot. Mason this time. That goes wide of the net. Cats still looking for their first shot of the period. Rosemount has all 4 thus far. Irish kicking it in. Toussaint, he's going to hang on to that one off the shot of number 25, Horsager. And we'll have a face-off in the Wildcat zone. 11:24 to go in a scoreless hockey game here in the second period. Jago's going to be in on the draw for Rosemount against Beneke for the Wildcats. It's Beneke and Poplinski out there. There's Jonah Mikla with the backhand. Tries to spring Drew Wilson on that left side. Tied up nicely there, though, by Campbell for Rosemount. There's Mikla. That shot was just a hair wide. Bounce off the back of the net in there for the Wildcats was Poplinski, but he couldn't get there. And Rosemount going to bring it out the other way. Into the zone. No, they couldn't do it that time as Heffernan had the puck intercepted from Beneke. And Beneke's shot easy save for Garrity. First shot of the period for the Wildcat comes at 10:54 to go. Here's a look at Jonah Mikla, number 13 for the Eagan Wildcats. Said Jonah kind of had an injury-plagued year thus far. Lone Survivor, his favorite movie. Likes to play golf when he's not at the rink. And Pinewood Community School. Early learning years. Rosemount trying to spring a man deep. That should be all the way down. Will it be nice in it? Yeah, it should be. They were trying to get Kennefic on the long outlet. Just couldn't quite connect. Meekin, number 18 for the Wildcats. Max, he's had a really solid year. Played some forward, played some defense. Definitely one of the guys that's very versatile on this squad for Coach Taylor's team. Meekin on the year when it comes to scoring. He's got 1 goal and 4 assists coming into this one. And Rosemount looking to bring it out. There's Linnerud, intercepted that time as he tried to get it to Kennefic. And Rosemount and tried. Keegan Johnson sprints in on that one, intercepts the pass, nearly had an opportunity in the offensive zone. All the way down, Cats do tag. It's going to be Randall and Johnson in deep for Eagan. Randall takes his man. Ref's going to have to back check as Rosemount dumps it out of the zone. Here's Linnerud left side. Will he shoot from there? He tried to go far side, kick aside by Toussaint with relative ease. Reif on the left side. Long shot by Henry, and Garrity hangs on. I like what I'm starting to see out of the Cats. They're showing some more signs of life, and they're just taking these long shots. Maybe something will happen on the rebound. But Garrity's looking pretty good with that glove right now for Rosemount. So Garrity, very impressive numbers coming into this one for the Irish. So we'll check back on those here as we 156 on the goals against average and 941 save percentage. Does number 29 for Rosemount. He's also got 5 shutouts. And 10 minutes to go in the second. Neither goalie has let one get by him yet tonight. Here comes Rosemount leading, trying to get the rush going. There's Horsager all the way across Toussaint. That was a good shot there. Good. Somebody crashed down hard for Rosemount. Didn't quite see who that was. Eagan looking to bring it out with Gibson, Swanson. Parker Swanson, long shot. Garrett, oh, there was the rebound. What we just talked about, Pearson was tied up nicely, though, by Campbell for the Rosemount Irish. Long shot, that never got through to Toussaint. It was Bergam that took the brunt of that shot. He'll be hurting later. Rosemount keeping in the pressure. Eagan does kick that one out. No icing is going to be called. Cats are going to change up 3 as Rosemount tries to get the long outlet pass. Horsager, I don't know if he's been off the ice. It sure doesn't seem like it. I'm sure he has. Boy, he is out there a lot, the captain for this Rosemount squad. One of many, I should say. Backhanded in by Luzum. Opportunity in front. Nice hustle back. Sure that was for the Cats. Was it Mason or actually it was Johnny Myers that came back. Speaking of Myers, here he comes trying to lead the rush. Got Sherrick with him, tried to shoot it through. We've got a whistle, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. We're going to have a slash. Or second penalty, I should say, of the hockey game. This might be the first on Rosemount. Slashing is definitely the call. It's going to be 8 minutes even here of the second period. Actually, they're going to call Sherrick on the slash. Now, let's see if we've got that one on the replay. It looks like we do. Wow, that's a touchy call. I would call that touchy. Did knock the stick out of the guy's hand, but it looked more like it was in the act of play, not a callable infraction. But as it is, Rosemount on the power play for the second time this period as Sherrick sits for 2. Long shot, Carter never got through. That was kind of a weak shot. He busted his stick in the process. There's $300 gone by. Johnson in deep, tried to clear it out for the Wildcats. Pomeroy, long shot. Campbell, number 10, in for Rosemount. Circle around in front. Toussaint is there with a save. Can the Cats clear? No. Campbell, quick shot. Never. There they go. Rosemount up 1-0. power play goal, 8:27 for the Rosemount Irish. And let's take a look. The Cats so close to clearing that one out. And just a high shot there by Campbell finds the back of the net. And if it is indeed Campbell, that'll be his third of the year. He's also got 7 assists, and I think the Cats are looking to see if that one was played with a high stick. Coach Taylor looking for that explanation. I'm not sure it was ever touched. Boy, it looked like Pomeroy was in there for Rosemount, but I don't think he got a piece of it. Let's see if we've got the replay on that one. Doug Watson there watching as well, the assistant coach for the Wildcats. Let's keep an eye on watch 21. Okay, that's going to come around. Now it's going to come out here to 10. I don't know, maybe they're looking for goalie interference. I don't know. Goal will stand. 21st shot of the game for the Rosemount Irish. And we're just shy of the halfway point. And we'll have to get the official word here momentarily on who got that Rosemount goal. Here we go.
Nick Sherrick for slashing. 2 minutes for slashing at 8 minutes. Scoring for Rosemount at the 7:27 mark in the second period, number 10, Mason Campbell. Assisted by number 12, Jackson Sabo, and number 24, Jake Ratzloff. Campbell from Sabo and Ratzloff with the power play goal at 7:27.
So actually it was 8:27 will be the official time, but bottom line is it's 1-0 Rosemount. Campbell from Sabo and Ratzloff, and the Cats looking to make it even up here. Cats right now being outshot 21-10. Not too often that Eagan has been outshot this year. Kind of tried to poke it ahead that time was Randall. He's got Reif with him. Good coverage there, however, by Rosemount to help things out, and Linderuth tries to forward it, but he forwards it right to Meakin for the Eagan Wildcats. Meakin looks to leave it. Will he get it back into the corner? Tries to get there. Ratzloff for the Irish controls. Eagan looking to get in front of Sherrick. Garrity got over. Puck. Garrity kind of spinning around, but he got some help from the defense. Keep that one out of the net. Puck into the Wildcat bench, and we'll have a face-off in the Rosemount zone. Again, congrats to the Eagan girls varsity hockey playing in the section final. Valentine's Day night, 7 o'clock in Inver Grove. They beat Eastridge 2-0 today. Girls looking to get back to state for the first time since 2013. They will play the winner of Apple Valley Eastview. Here comes Rosemount. Eagan girls, they beat Rosemount girls here earlier this week at 5-0 in a section quarterfinal game. And well, Gary, nope, he won't hang on. He'll leave it instead. And Rosemount looks to bring it out. Long outlet pass. They try to hit Pomeroy. He's going to dump it in. Here's Horsager going in deep there for the Rosemount Irish, number 20. It almost looks like Ricky Sainty is double shifting that line right now. Here's Johnny Myers cutting in, trying to go top shelf, just missed. Well, watch Myers with that speed there. Kept in by Mikla. He'll shoot it in deep. Oh, tried to find Sherrick coming in from the corner. Sherrick knocks his man down. Sherrick, who was in the penalty box on that Rosemount power play goal. He's going to get a bit of revenge there. Horsager in deep. He's taken out of the play there by Beneke. Big hit there by Michael. He gives him a little extra shove there. Rosemount fans, and there are a lot of them in the Civic Arena today, they are looking for a call. They're not going to get one. Horsager, it's going to be Bergam in deep. 23 and 20, white and blue respectively. There, big hit there below. Approach the 6 minutes to go. Second period, it's 1-0 Irish. Power play goal at the 8:27 mark of this period is the lone tally so far. Shots remain 21-10 in favor of the Irish. There's Drew Wilson in deep. Henry Reif in there as well for the Wildcats. Henry will send it back out. Here's Dolney from way out. And Garrity somehow got a piece of that one. Big collision in front of him. I think that was Beneke in there against Ebner for Rosemount. And Dolney will shoot from way out again. Oh, that one just went just wide. I got the skate of, might have been number 5 over there, Wheeler. Eagan starting to show some pressure. Cats are going to change up 3, and it's going to be an ice on the Rosemount Irish. So face-off's going to come back to the left of Ben Garrity. There's Keegan Johnson, the Wildcat captain, leading scorer this year. 8 goals, 29 assists for Keegan. We were saying in the last broadcast, we don't know if 29 is the league lead, but if it's not, it's got to be right there. Keegan also also likes to play lacrosse. We have 5:17 to go here in this second period. It's the Irish 1, the Wildcats nothing. Kind of what we expected, a nice tight game between these district rivals. Well, I'll tell you, look around and you look at District 196 hockey this year. Obviously, you got these two. Eastview's right at the top of the conference, and Apple Valley's above 500 this year. So good signs for the 4 District 196 schools. It should be a heck of a section with those 4 in it. St. Thomas Academy will get the 1 seed. And here comes Johnson far side. He's got Sherrick with him. Oh, had to go. Nice job as he was pushed down into the corner. Sliding back there for Rosemount, I believe that was 25, Horsager. Linderuth looking for one. He's tied up. Rebound, and that goes wide of the cage. Trying to get somebody coming across was Kennefic. Off the boards, Reef couldn't get out. It just kept in, however. Nice play by Rosemount. Quick shot. And that one never got through. Another one. Toussaint rebound. This puck is still loose. And a great opportunity there for the Irish. And I'm not sure. I think is the net off? I believe it is. Rosemount darn near made that one 2-0 on a great opportunity by Mason Wheeler and the Irish. Actually, faceoff's going to come just outside the zone, they're saying. Yeah, look at how close Wheeler was there to putting that one home. Linderuth was right there as well. Actually, now they do move the faceoff back into the zone. Jeff LaPointe running our camera down there today. Jeff LaPointe, one of the many volunteers here on this ETV broadcast. Happy to bring you Wildcat hockey. Greg Byrne up here as well. And we've got guys holding sticks down there at the circle right after the faceoff. Here comes Rosemount down to, we got 4 to go in this second period. A little confusion there between Ratzlaff and Garrity. Cats nearly able to get a turnover in the Rosemount zone, but instead it's Rosemount bringing it out too far. Johnny Myers with the intercept. Rosemount controls, and Killenmeyer just misses on the big check. Throw a little elbow there for the effort after Meyer kissed the glass on a missed check. Retzlaff for the Irish. Sherrick shadows him, almost a turnover there in front. Sherrick nearly able to put one home for the Wildcats. Linderuth up, he couldn't control at the blue line. Otherwise, Rosemount had a great opportunity to 2-on-1. Kennefic in deep, he can't get it in deep. Sherrick tries for the Wildcats, and here comes Johnny Myers. He'll stop, wait as the Cats are changing. Myers shot, kicks that one aside, did Garrity. Back in front, oh, Myers couldn't quite get in time for the potential coming across. Linderuth. Here comes Rosemount the other way. Kennefic, he stood up there by Kaluski, not the man you want to run into at the blue line to stand you up. Wildcats pushing this one out. Rosemount regroup, 14 that time is Ebner. Cats do stay onside. Here's Gibson with a shot. That went off of Ebner into the corner. Linderuth can try to help out as well. Actually, Cats going to get a wraparound attempt. Nobody in home wearing white. And Rosemount able to move that puck out of harm's way briefly. That was Campbell that cleared it out for the Irish. Puck came out. Again, high up here, nearly hit the ceiling. I don't know how it did. Here's Kaluski, they're going to say, was offsides with 2:43 to go in this period. Now, Kaluski, one of the 3 seniors we mentioned. It's he, Brandon Toussaint, and Cole Poplinski. Max Meekin, number 18, he's one of the sophomores on this varsity squad. A team that is loaded with sophomores and juniors. And I tell you, the JV's got a lot of sophomores as well that had strong seasons. Going to be some tough decisions for Coach Taylor when he looks ahead to the 18-19 season, who's going to be on varsity. Assuming everybody trains hard in the offseason, comes back like they are this year. That's quite a long ways off. It's only February right now. Got the 2017-18 campaign to finish off. First, Rosemount in front. That never got through. Here comes Eagan the other way. Maybe. And dumped wisely back in. That was Horsager. Horsager, just a sophomore for the Rosemount Irish, number 25. Rosemount, another opportunity in front. Toussaint, I don't think you ever saw that one coming through off the stick. Will lose him. All the way down, will it be enough for an ice? Arm is in the air. Yeah, there's our whistle on the slow-moving puck. 23-11 we're up to for shots right now. Eagan has just 4 this period. Rosemount up to 10. And Eli Dolney and the Wildcats will have to deal with this face-off to the left of their netminder, Brandon Toussaint. Eli Dolney, he's a junior this year. He'll be back. Dolney, one of those guys you watch on the Eagan power play, loves to stand right in front of the net, get that big body there, try to create some havoc. Eagan yet to go on the power play this game as Rosemount has stayed out of the box. Eagan's been penalized twice, once for too many men, and they got Sherrick on a questionable slash. Here's Drew Wilson, 25 for your Wildcats. Drew Wilson, a junior. Got to battle through some injuries as well this year. Looks like he's okay today. Cats are off until Tuesday the 13th when Shakopee comes here. And they finish the season Saturday the 17th at Apple Valley. That's a 2 o'clock start. And then it's section playoff time. Both these teams hoping to have games at home. Sure looks like Rosemount will. We've got a delay. And what do we got going on here? They call it delayed offside, or is it they're going to call a high stick? And it's going to be on a high stick. I believe it's going to be Poplinski. And it is Cole Poplinski going to the box for the Eagan Wildcats on a high stick. This one comes with 90 seconds to go in the second period. Third penalty of the game for the Eagan Wildcats. And trips to the penalty box have been an issue for this team. Like the last couple games, they've had 4 each game. Before that, there was a 2 and an 8 and a 4. As we've said, you just can't give these teams that many power play opportunities. So assuming Rosemount does not score here in the last minute 21, they will have 30 seconds of power play as we start when we start period number 3. Cats looking to get that shorty right now. All the way out, that kills it, sends it all the way down. And Garrity, easy save there. I like the aggressive play, kicks it back out to center. Tried to get his man. Horsager couldn't get him though because Dolney dumps it back in. A shot on goal from way out for the Wildcats. That was just their 5th of the period. As Rosemount dumps it in, looking to get one here in the final minute. Already up 1-0. Can they make it 2? And that goes just wide of Toussaint. Their other goal was a power play tally, and they do make it 2-0 from way out. Horsager. I don't think Toussaint ever saw that. Bottom line, Irish 2, Wildcats nothing. Let's take a look. This one's going to come from way out. There's Horsager. Actually, he might have had a good look at it. It might just be a bad goal. I don't know if we got another look at that. Bottom line is Horsager with the goal. That'll be his 12th of the year for the Irish. That's 3rd on the team. Kenovic's got 15. Linderlith's got 13. And it's a bad second period for the Wildcats on the scoreboard as they are down 2-0. We'll have to get the official word momentarily, but that's the second power play goal for the Irish. 2 for 3 with the man advantage in this one. So Isaac Kaluski and the Wildcats, they really need to would love to get one here in the last 35.5 seconds of this period. I said Rosemount comes in, their power play was clicking at just 23.5% on the year. 2 for 3 is a much better percentage.
Scoring for Rosemount, number 20, Grant Horsager, assisted by Jake Ratzloff and Mason Wheeler. Horsager from Ratzloff and Wheeler at 16:15 in the third period.
Well, there's your official stats as Eagan nearly got one back there. They had a great opportunity in front. As it is, they're going to head to the locker room down by a 2-0 count. Shots on goal that period, Rosemount had 11 for a 2-period total of 24. The Eagan Wildcats had 5. They're up to a 2-period total of just 12. So the Rosemount players, they're down there congratulating Garrity, Beneke, Sherrick, and the Wildcats. They head to the locker room down by a 2-0 count. As we mentioned earlier, it is senior night in Wildcat country, and before the game, my partner Jeff Bergman had an opportunity to talk to the 3 Wildcat seniors about things. Let's take a look at Jeff, and it looks like he's starting with Isaac Kaluski.
Jeff Bergman here with ETV and Eagan Wildcat Hockey here on Senior Day with senior captain Isaac Kaluski. Isaac, what does today mean to you? You're a senior. Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it. It's actually it's outstanding to be here on Senior Day. You know, hopefully we play hard today. We show up, impress the fans.
You going up to the Eagan program, Might, Squirts, Pee-wees, Bantams. You're a senior. You've been through the whole system. What are your thoughts? What's going through your head? And what advice to give the youngsters out there kind of being the little Wildcats hoping to be you one day?
Well, it's definitely a journey. There's ups and downs throughout the journey. There's some advice I could give to younger guys is definitely don't give up. It's coming up. I wasn't the best player. I was a B player, but you keep training, keep going, you'll get better.
All right, now again, you've had a great year, great season. We've got a big game today against the Rosemount Irish, our rival. 2 more games going. We got sections coming up. What are your thoughts going into the last part of the season here?
We're going to come out here. We're going to come out strong. We just need to show up and play our game, play our structure. We should do well here.
All right, Isaac, thank you for all your time with the program. Congratulations. Anything else you want to say to the Wildcat fans out there?
All right, go Cats.
Go Cats. Thanks, Isaac. Jeff Burgum here with ETV and Eagan Wildcat Hockey here on Senior Day with senior captain Isaac Kaluski. Isaac, what does today mean to you? You're a senior. Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it. It's actually it's outstanding.
Jeff Burgum here of ETV and Eagan Wildcat Hockey here on Senior Day at the Eagan Civic Arena here with senior Cole Popinski. Cole, you're a senior. What does Senior Day mean to you?
You know, honestly, it's pretty important to me. It's actually really cool just kind of looking back at my past, seeing how far I've made it, especially in the Eagan hockey program. You know, it's just kind of cool.
Awesome. And again, I taught Isaac here a little bit earlier. Mites, squirts, Pee-wees, Bantams, travel tournaments. What are some memories that are kind of stick out to you, going up through the youth program? What are some fun memories you have?
Big one in squirts was the Invitational in Fargo. That was always fun. You know, a lot of teams there. You traded pins and all that fun stuff. And then, kind of growing up, teams are getting a lot better, moving up, and especially in Bantams, there were just a lot of fun memories at the out-of-town tournaments with all the boys and stuff. So I don't know if I can say those on live TV, but
probably not.
No, so we'll just keep those secret. But there's definitely a lot of memories made just throughout all the youth hockey moments and stuff.
Now again, you're at the latter part of the season. You got Rosemount today. You've got next week. You've got Shakopee. You got Valley. Then you got sections. So what are you thinking about right now for today? What are your thoughts about the latter part of the season and making a big section playoff run to get to St. Paul?
I think that we just need to start executing more. I know after we lost Farmington here, we've definitely become more of a team. We've started playing a lot better together. A little hiccup against Burnsville, but we just got to keep executing, keep running our systems, and I think we'll be able to make a pretty good run.
Cole, on behalf of your parents, your teammates, the Eagan Faithful Nation, thank you for all your time. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
And go get them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jeff Burgum, ETV here, Eagan Wildcat Hockey with Senior Day at the Civic. Brandon Toussaint, the goalie. Brandon, you're a senior at Senior Day. What's going through your mind?
Honestly, it's just been an honor to play with these guys and do what I love, and I'm just ready to finish out the season strong.
So I had talked to Cole and Isaac about, you go out through mites, bantams, Pee-wees, squirts. What does it mean to you? What's the journey been like for you? What are some good memories you've had?
Honestly, it's been great. The whole experience. Some of my favorite memories have been the shootouts. Those are honestly my favorite thing to do.
As a goalie, a shootout, interesting. You like that challenge?
Yeah, I like the pressure, and I like performing for my teammates.
So again, latter part of this season, you got Rosemount today, you got Shakopee Valley next week. Sections coming up. What are your thoughts about the latter part of the season and making a big section run here and getting to St. Paul?
I'm really confident. I think we're getting to where we need to be. We're improving every day, and I think we got a chance to do something this year.
Brandon, on behalf of the Eagan Wildcats, the parents, the teammates, thank you for your time and best of luck today. Go get them.
Thank you.
All right. Jeff Burgum here at VTV here at Eagan Civic Arena here with new head coach of the Eagan High School baseball team, Mr. Steve Butler. Steve, welcome to Eagan. Welcome to the hockey game. What do you think so far?
Good game, good crowd, fun atmosphere. Kids are playing hard, so hopefully we can come back here in the third.
Well, welcome to the Eagan community, new head baseball coach. What's it been like for you? You're just starting out, got this off season going on, soon to be hopefully warm-up side eventually for the baseball season to start.
So we officially get to go March 12th, but kids been working out, captain's practices, doing some things on their own. Got a lot of, the dynamic of a lot of kids kind of doing stuff in different places here in the cities, which is a good thing for the kids.
Right.
But yeah, just kids are working and we're getting ready to go.
Well, it's been a whirlwind for you. I think when the coaching position became available, I think you and I talked about that as far as you had a couple of locations on your bucket list to go to, and Eagan was one of them. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been a college coach for 7 years, assistant, and my time there was limited with full-time job and family, and
that was Concordia St. Paul.
That was Concordia St. Paul, yeah. And then so I kind of got an idea a couple years ago that I thought I'd want to maybe do the high school thing, and I had some conversations with some people, and I had made my interest clear in a couple schools here in the Metro, and Eagan being really the one. And I got a phone call this summer, and here I am.
Here we are. How ironic is that?
Yeah, very. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Well, we're happy to have you here. So again, when does the trials start? When does the season start, so we can kind of get the Eagan faithful out there thinking about baseball?
Yeah, so we'll start trying out March 12th. We'll go for about 3.5 weeks. We have a couple scrimmages early April, and then we open up April 9th against Eastview at home.
And I just talked to the directors of ETV. They'll be doing 5 games for us for Eagan baseball. So we'll be able to catch you guys live on ETV. And look forward to a good. What's your thoughts about the South Suburban Conference? Right now in hockey, Steve, it's a grind.
Yeah.
So I imagine, from my memory, baseball it's a grind too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players in this conference. One of the better conferences in the state for sure. We're just going to have to be prepared to play every game, and we're going to have to work really hard to be prepared. And we might have to do the little things to win some games here and there, but kids will be prepared to play.
Well, we're glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the community. Best of luck for the season, and we're hopeful for some nice weather out there.
Yeah.
They get out there and watch some baseball.
Absolutely. Come on out and support the team.
All right, Jeff Bergen, ETV here with the new head coach of Eagan baseball, Mr. Steve Butler.
Welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena, where we get set for third period action here on ETV. It's the Rosemount Irish 2, the Eagan Wildcats nothing. As we look at the stats, yeah, it is 2-1 shots in favor of the Rosemount Irish, and the big difference right there, of course, is the power plays. Rosemount cooking on 2 of them back in that second period, and they have stayed out of the box thus far. And as always, these stats are unconfirmed until approved by Thomas Manzella. My name is Mike Cook, happy to be here with this South Suburban Conference play as we look at the standings and what could be, we said this could be big for sections. As you look at St. Thomas, they're going to get the 1, and then it's Rosemount, Eagan. Apple Valley's right there as well, and Eagan finishes at Apple Valley in a week. So if Apple Valley gets on a roll, could they potentially overlap Eagan for that potential 4 seed and a home game in the section playoffs? We'll have to tune in to find out, but Rosemount sure looks like they're going to have the first home playoff game in a long time at the Rosemount Civic Arena. As you look at Burnsville down there at 7-15, Eagan fans know that Burnsville's playing them pretty well right now. They came in here with a 6-1 whooping the other day. And boy, what happened to Bloomington Jefferson? Remember when the Blue used to be that really a good squad? Boy, numbers are hurting up with that program. 8-14 in the section. So Section 3A, a play I believe starts on the 22nd. 24th will be the semis over in Inver Grove, and then sometime that following week, section finals. Used to be at Ritter, used to be at Mariucci. I think they might be at Bramar, but don't quote me on that one for sure. We'll figure it out later, because right now we've got third period action between the Rosemount Irish and the Eagan Wildcats. Cats need to get something early to get in this one, and here's Poplinski hustling down for the Wildcats. Poplinski, one of those 3 seniors that was honored today. He and Isaac Kaluski and netminder Brandon Toussaint. You saw the interview with those guys between periods. Just our 3 seniors. Horsager, he's a senior for Rosemount with a great opportunity there. That went just wide early on. Horsager got that second goal for the Irish with 45 seconds to go in that second period. Actually, I take that Grant Horsager is the senior 20. Garrett Horsager, 25, is the defenseman. And he's only a sophomore. This will be Max Carter to regroup for the Rosemount Irish as the Cats change up behind the play. And all the way down. Toussaint able quickly, wisely covered up by that one as Tyler Linneruth was hustling down for the Rosemount Irish. Rosemount 17-4 overall, 12-3 this season. They are 4-1 in their last 5 games. In that span, they've allowed just 6 goals and scored 19. So the Irish, like they're starting to peak at just the right time. Wildcats, they are having their roughest stretch of the year. They are 0-4-1 in their last 5. Drops them to 13-8-1, 7-7-1 in conference play. Cats have been outscored by 19-11 in those 5 games. And right now they got to find a way to put a couple on the board against this tough Rosemount squad. And a goalie, Garrity, whose goals against average is below 2. Opportunity there for Rosemount in front, and nothing doing that time off the shot by number 12, Sabo. He's a junior for the Rosemount Irish. Opportunity here's Randall, far side for the Wildcats. Cuts to the middle, and a shot. Oh, that was just wide. That was Randall with the opportunity, I should say, for the Wildcats. Yeah, looking at Garrity, his goals against is 156. 941 save percentage, has 5 shutouts. So maybe that'll be a jinx against him as we keep talking about his shutouts. For those of you that believe in those kind of things. Eagan looking at coming down the other side. And that one goes wide of Garrity. Fired in deep for the Wildcats. Big hit right at the blue line. Mason got a face full of number 18, Brady Weismiller. See if the Cats, if that is a sign they're going to need a little more physical this period. I don't know. We'll find out. In deep, Sherrick, he gets a big check there. There's Meyer with a check. At least for this little shift in the Rosemount zone, Cats are getting a little more physical. Far side behind the play, Colin Meyer over there with 16, Riley Bowick. They were exchanging a couple of hits and a couple of stick taps, shall we say. Quick shot, and that went wide at Garrity in the Rosemount cage. Irish looking to bring it out the other way. Full head of steam, that's 18, Weismiller. And actually he's going to change off, he's going to head off because Rosemount's changing up 3. 3 minutes gone by here, third period. It's 2-0 Irish. A couple of power play goals back in the second period. A couple of us were saying up here before, remember the Eagan JV won 3-2 in overtime as they rallied. Toussaint, what a save by the senior. Wow. That was nearly 3 for Rosemount, but Toussaint with the big glove on senior day. We're just saying the Rosemount JV was up 2-0 after 2, and they lost 3-2 in overtime as Eagan had a furious rally. Yeah, that was the shot from Mason Wheeler, the sophomore defenseman for the Irish. Nathan Gugino with that overtime winner for the Eagan JV squad. And they're going to toss Beneke. Horsager on the drop for the Irish. This is Campbell, he'll keep it in, just dump it in. Horsager, number 20, back deep. Kind of center in front, nobody there wearing blue. And can the Cats dump it out? Dolney does. Poplinski in there right in front of the scorer's table. Dump it all the way back in. Cats are going to be forced to chase. We'll see if Rosemount does a little better job of just maybe kind of hanging back defensively and not letting the Cats get anything going through the neutral zone. But as we say that, here comes Eagan with an opportunity. Drew Wilson, will he shoot from there? He does. Garrity gets a save on that one. Rosemount, but it's not. Oh, actually, a turnover there. Drew Wilson, another shot. And Garrity has to get that right pad out on that one. Drew Wilson with another opportunity for the Cats. Should be an ice here on the Rosemount Irish. And it is. As Colin Pomeroy skated across the blue line, kind of hung his head. They knew better. Look at that last opportunity for the Irish, centered in front there. And there's the big Toussaint save. Got the glove out. 12:58 to go in the third. 2-0 Rosemount. So as you said, this would be a huge win for the Irish. They are tied with Eastview for the conference lead. But Eastview did beat the Irish twice this year, so they need a little faltering by the Lightning for the Irish to get that conference title. Oh, high off the glass, nearly a souvenir that time off the tip. It was Kennefic in deep for Rosemount. Shots 27-14 favor of the Rosemount Irish. I think the last time the Cats were held to this low of a number, it has been a while, that is for sure. This team has definitely shown some offensive prowess this year. Linderuth, that went just wide. Rosemount keeping the pressure on. That's going to come all the way out. Won't be nice because Rosemount, they're going to say icing. And they say Rosemount send it down. There we go. Yeah, Rosemount doesn't have to regroup. Official on the near side had the arm up for icing, but Got help from the far side official. Rosemount couldn't get the opportunity there. They tried to get it into Sable for a quick one-timer. Meyer, that was just wide. So Meyer, like I said, he looks fully recovered after that. Took that shot to the ankle early on, or it might have been the foot. Sherrick behind the net for the Wildcats. Watched by Carter. Back out Mikla. He'll shoot from way out. That never got through. Yeah, Jonah Mikla playing a little bit this game, coming back from I believe it's a back injury he's been battling. Easing him back into this one as we get set for section play, which starts in about 12 days. Meyer couldn't control for the Wildcats. Rosemount guy falls down. Rosemount fans looking for some kind of call there. Not going to happen. Good offensive series this time for the Wildcats, trying to keep that puck in the Rosemount zone. And as I say that, here comes Carter and the Irish. Not for long, however, because that's Poplinski far side for the Wildcats, keeping it in. And puck pops up, and we'll have a whistle. Face-off, I believe, will come outside the zone. And I believe incorrectly, it appears the face-off will come. Well, they were looking inside the zone. Now they're looking outside. And that's Parker Swanson, 28 for the Wildcats, the junior forward. And the face-off will indeed be actually inside the Rosemount zone. A little official confusion there. Cats get home change. As the home team get last change, making that change. Right, Keegan Johnson out there as well for the Wildcats up front right now. And Randall as well. We've got Bergam back at 1 point, Dolney on the other side. There's Wheeler for Rosemount, spun away from the check. Johnson finishes his check, but the puck had already gone by. Here comes the Irish the other way. Long shot, never came close to getting through as Dolney got a piece of that one on his way through. Randall pokes it out, but not actually out. Got to the blue line, but Reif finished off his check by smacking Wheeler into the boards. High off the glass, can it get out this time? And it does. In deep for the Eagan Wildcats. Henry Reif tries to elude his man. Reif stays with it, leaves it in front. The opportunity in front. Garrity is there to stonewall Randall. Biggest save of the game right there by Garrity. 10-16 to go. We remain a 2-0 game in favor of the Rosemount Irish. Here's Kaluski, one of the seniors, and that goes just wide of the net. Johnson in deep for Eagan. Opportunity in front. No, trying to go 1-on-2. Couldn't happen that time. That was Gibson. And Rosemount looking at action. Gibson's going to get it there at the half wall, dump it back in. Center on the backhand across. Garrity was right there at the post. That's fundamental goaltending right there. All the way down it goes. And Toussaint actually has to play it. Almost got a quirky bounce off of his stick. 28-16 shots in favor of the Rosemount Irish. We're down to just over 9.5 to go. Dare we say regulation. And we've got a whistle for something. Face-off appears like it's going to go back into the Rosemount zone. Not sure if it hit a player on the bench on the way through. But here's Reif with an opportunity to lead in the rush. And there was that Randall shot, and Garrity squared him up. .9:32 to go. Pearson on the draw against Horsager. Cats need to get one. Get this in half. If Rosemount gets the next one, he can, I think, pretty much warm up the bus, so to speak. For Randall, that would have been his 5th of the year had he been able to find the back of the net. As it is, we shall play on. Cats looking to poke it out. They do that time all the way down. Will it be enough for 9? No, they're no icing on that one. As picked up over there by Garrett Horsager that time for the Irish, number 25. Grant Horsager is 20. He's the senior. Garrett's a sophomore. Pomeroy looks to poke it ahead. Here comes Kennefic. Or check that. That's not Kennefic. That's Luzum. Luzum. L-U-Z-U-M. Senior forward for the Irish. There's Eli Dolney for your Eagan Wildcats, one of the juniors on this squad. Got a very solid D this year. Pinewood Community School. Went to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is his favorite movie. And like a lot of Wildcats, lacrosse is his favorite sport, other than hockey. Interesting, Jeff Skinner, his favorite hockey player. And we've got a whistle and we've got an infraction on a hook. And will the Wildcats go on the power play for the first time tonight? I believe they will. 8:11 is going to be the time of this one, and it's going to be Jackson Sable sitting for the Irish. First power play for Eagan. Let's take a look. We're right off the draw. Watch number 12 in blue. Right there. For Sable, that'll be his 11th minor of the year. 22 minutes. So we go to the team stat page. Rosemount, 92.1 on the penalty kill. That's a very impressive number. Cats, 34.9 on the power play. Also a very impressive number. So Myers up top, quarterbacking for the Wildcats. They really need to get one here with this man advantage. Here's Sherrick in deep. Tried to center it in front. Here comes Rosemount the other way with it high out or off the glass and out. Toussaint's going to, well, thought about stopping that one and eluded him. Horsager Grant in deep for the Rosemount Irish, who will control the puck. She's taking some time off this clock. Horsager followed through on that shot, forced Dolney to lose his stick. So we're down to 1:21 to go in the Wildcat power play. Nothing positive to speak of right now in this power play for the Wildcats. We can get something going this time. Down too far for Keegan Johnson that time. Keegan will finish his way going through. Puck was cleared out by Garrity. Here comes Rosemount. They might have something going here, 2-on-2. And Horsager Toussaint has to kick that one aside as Horsager got the feed from Kennefic. Inside a minute to go on the power play now. Let's see if the Cats can do something this time down. Sherrick. Johnson did stay onside. Sherrick's going to go low. He's going to circle, looking to get Dolney in front. Good job by Rosemount, though, not letting it get to number 5 in white. Far side shot never got through off the stick of Beneke. Johnny Myers back quarterback in the power play that has 32 to go in it. So 2-0 Irish. 7:17 to go. Kept in far side. They're going to send it half wall. Will it come back out? Actually, that's Bergam far side. Check that, not Beneke. Here's Myers. He'll probably shoot from there. No, that was stopped in front on the way through. Ratzlaff for Rosemount. Ratzlaff actually going to get the puck back. Number 24, high off the glass and out. That should just about do it for this power play. And the Cats got to hustle back as Horsager's moving there for Rosemount. There's Bergam to Myers. And Myers to Johnson as the power play has expired. And for those of you that like instant message, we can put a poop emoji on that power play as the Cats get nothing and they stay down by a 2-0 count. There's Bergam for the Wildcats, going to send it in. They couldn't control it. Here's Poplinski. Cats nearly had too many men once again. That puck came right past the number guys in white. 30-16 shots right now in favor of the Irish. 6 this period for Rosemount, 4 for the Eagan Wildcats. Opportunity for the team in white. Here we come. There's Pearson. Pearson with a shot. It never got through, or never found him. Garrity was sliding over to guard that post real quick. And Rosemount again just punches it out. Mason back in. Cats had to tag. They're going to, I thought they were going to change. They chose not to. Swanson in deep. He's out there with Pearson, 21, and Cole Gibson, number 9. Gibson will finish off his check behind the net. Inside 6 to go. All the way down. Will it be an ice? It should be, and it is with 5:48 to go. 2-0 Irish. Coach Mike Taylor looking to find some offense out of this Eagan squad. They got 1 goal against Burnsville. They've got nothing so far today. They had 5 in their previous 2 games. Although, you know, if this 2 holds up, that'll be the second time in 4 games they've allowed just 2. But the other 2 games, it was 4, and then it was 6 to Burnsville. And if you're trying to look for maybe a silver lining for Eagan, it's going to be that Shakopee, who has 1 conference win, they are the next opponent for the Wildcats, and that's here on Tuesday night, the 13th. A game that you would think would help you get a little bit healthy for a team that's struggling. But you never know. I mean, the Cats went down to Shakopee earlier this year. They did beat them 8-1. But if I remember right, that game was close early on before the Cats just blew it open late. 5:14 to go. Cats looking to get the first one. Then they got to get a second. There's Horsager in deep. Horsager for Rosemount. Quick shot. That went off of Toussaint high. And Toussaint, I'm sure he got a piece of it. Bottom line didn't go in, missed the net. There's a rebound. There's Drew Wilson for Eagan. Inside 5 to go. Ratzlaff just dumps it in wisely as Beneke finished off his check on the freshman. Too far, or just behind Beneke, and Carter's going to dump it in, sort of. Here's Kennefic with an opportunity. That went just wide. He was trying to go far side. Henry Reif, he's got some speed as the Cats are changing up all 4. Henry's all alone going into the Rosemount zone. loses the puck, loses a blade. Rosemount's going to send it out and down, and it should be an icing on the on the Irish, and indeed it is. Hit Henry right there, number 11 for your Eagan Wildcats. He had the goal last time out against Burnsville. Somerset Elementary School, Miracle is his favorite movie. Soccer favorite sport other than hockey, and Patrick Keane, his favorite hockey player. Here's Randall with an opportunity. Takes the draw. It's he and Reif out there. Randall had the best scoring opportunity a little bit ago, but Garrity was up to the challenge. All the way down. Rosemount. Oh, they almost tipped one in. Rebounded. Kennefic. Yeah, there it is. 3-0 Rosemount Irish. And I stand corrected. That's not Kennefic. That's number 6. Jamie Luzum. Luzum is 6. Kennefic's 8. And the Wildcat fans are starting to head for the exits. Time of that one will be 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Not much Toussaint could do on that one. He didn't get much defensive help. And it looks like it's going to be a rough senior night for number 30 as his team is now down 3-0. Rosemount out shooting the Cats by a more than 2-1 margin at 33-16. And the Cats' woes continue late in the season. It's been a February swoon. And Rosemount, again, as we said, they are starting to pick things up at just the right time with Sexton's not too far away. Horsager finishes his check at the blue line. Here's Myers. Too far from Meyer. Here comes Rosemount the other way. That's Carter. We'll stay inside. Let's see who got the goal.
Garrett Horsager.
So I think the Horsager brothers got the assist.
Ryan Horsager and Garrett Horsager at 12:40 in the third.
And for Luzum, that he did get the goal. That's what matters because it's 3-0, but give assists to the Horsagers. And for number 6, Luzum, that would be his 3rd goal of the year. He's also got a couple of assists. And Johnny Myers and the Wildcats, they're going to have to regroup. They've been outscored 9-1 now in their last 2 games. Well, the Eagan Wildcats entered this game hoping that Burnsville game was just an aberration. They've got definitely some much needed improvement to figure out in the next few days before Shakopee is here. And Rosemount just got to keep rolling. They've got a big one with North at home on the 13th. I'm sure the Rosemount fans will be packing the community center for that one. I would probably recommend getting there early for that one if you're the fan of the Rosemount Irish. Quick shot, and Enver got through, blocked by Kaluski. Bergenfest are ringing around the boards with just over 3 to go in this one. I don't think we need to even mention in regulation at this point. Not out of the question, not out of the realm of possibility. Highly unlikely, yes. High off the glass, here comes Eagan. You're gonna need one here. Here's Randall from the dot, shot. And Garrity gobbles that one up once again. With some fans behind there looking for, I think, might have been a quick whistle, not sure. We'll see if we've got the replay on this one. But again, Randall, he's creating some opportunities in this 3rd period. Here's a shot off Garrity. I think they're looking for a trip potentially, and the puck did squirt free. And somebody lost a stick down there. So 2:46 to go, it's 3-0 Rosemount. Shots now 34-17. Garrity looking for his shutout number 6. That's going to be some big goalie paths to fill next year for this Rosemount Irish squad. Garrity's been back there for a number of years for Rosemount. At center, Jonah Mikla out for the Wildcats. Here's Henry Reif. Here's a shot. Garrity watches that one go wide. So the Rosemount fans, they've packed the arena here tonight on the visitors' bleachers, that's for sure. There's a lot of them still here, and they've got plenty to cheer about this year with this Rosemount squad. Hopefully the Wildcats get things figured out here and we'll get something going. Give the home fans something to cheer about as we roll into the last week of the regular season. We're just 2:11 left in this one, and Keegan Johnson and the Wildcats see what they get figured out. Keegan looking for some explanation there from the official for, so it might have been the quick whistle on the Randall play, not sure. Again, Shakopee here Tuesday night, the 13th. Wildcats wrap up the year at Apple Valley, 2 o'clock on the 17th. Kenefick for the Irish. Looking to add one to their total. Tucson, and they do. 15 minutes even will be the time of this one. And there's some young Rosemount fans going down to celebrate on the glass with their heroes. The 35th shot of the game for the Rosemount Irish. And let's take a look. That was just sloppy D there. You got to tie up Linneruth, and they did not. Easy goal there for the Rosemount Junior. And it's 4-0 Irish. And for those Eagan fans that are still around, many of them are going to beat the traffic, as they like to say at Mariucci, for Gopher fans that leave early. Here's Taylor Rosemount goal.
Assisted by Connor Kenefick. Linneruth from Kenefick at the 15-minute mark in the third period.
Just unofficially looking at my stats, I believe we have 8 Rosemount players with points in this one. It has 90 seconds left. Right now I'm looking, Grant Horsager's got a goal and an assist, I believe. Oh, we got 2 assists as well for number 24, Jake Ratzlaff. Otherwise, I believe a number of guys with just 1 point tonight. Yeah, make it 5-0, add to the total. This one's going to come with 1:19 to go, 41 seconds after the last one. 5-0 Irish. Eagan lost 6-1 to Burnsville in this building less than 48 hours ago. Look at this shot. That's just a nice shot. Not much Toussaint could do on that one. I believe it was Kenefick with the goal. We'll wait for the official word. If that is indeed him, that'll give him a goal and an assist in a 41-second span.
Unassisted goal, Brady Weismiller at the 15:41 mark in the third period.
Give it to Weismiller instead, number 18, the sophomore forward. Another guy with a point for the Irish. 5-0 Rosemount. You know, I think in that Burnsville game, Eagan also gave up 3 third-period goals. And the third period had been Eagan's period coming in. One of Eagan's. They had outscored their opponents 24-9 coming into this game in the third period. And as the time ticks off, Rosemount one more shot. That time, a couple of fresh numbers out there for the Irish. That was Kyle Heffron with the shot that time. 2-1 shots advantage right now, 36-18. Rosemount has 12 this period. The Wildcats have 6. They have 12 shots, 3 of which have went in. So Irish are gonna just drive back down Highway 3 with a 5-0 win, as Ben Garrity is gonna get shut out number 6. Unless Wilson can shoot one in from here. Not gonna happen. Into the boards they go. Horn is gonna sound. And the Rosemount Irish 5, the Eagan Wildcats 0. And we'll see what Coach Mike Taylor and the Wildcats can come up with. A very disappointing 2-game stretch right here. No shame in losing to Rosemount, but you lose 5-0. That might be a little troublesome. The 6-1 Burnsville loss, that's even tougher, because Burnsville is struggling this year. So as we try to check our math, Rosemount will, that is, I believe, check my notes one more time, that will be their 5th win in 6 games, scoring 24 goals in that span. They've allowed 6. Those are pretty good numbers as you improve to 18-4 overall, 13-3 in the conference. Wildcats 5-1 in their last 6. They've been outscored 24-11. So as the team shake hands, we want to say thanks for everybody that hung around and watched tonight. Final shots on goal, 36 for the Irish, 18 for the Wildcats, 12-6 in that period. And Coach Taylor wishing well. Keegan Johnson, Nick Sherrick out there for the Wildcats. So that's going to wrap things up on our final regular season telecast here on ETV this year. So on behalf of the entire ETV crew, my name is Mike Cook. We say thanks for being with us. And once again, your final, the Rosemount Irish 5, the Eagan Wildcats nothing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again down the future for boys hockey on ETV.